committee is coming by. The sheriff's badge ain't worth a thing when the justice ain't got wings. So we take it into our hands and we make them understand. Vigilantes in the shadows, that's where we ride. When the law can't see, we walk the other side. With a vengeance in our hearts and a fire in our eyes. Vigilantes in the shadows till the day they die. The town's been burning with fear and hate, but we're coming for the ones who sealed our fate. With a rope and a fire in the night, we're gonna make sure they see the light. The law may say it's black and white, but we know it's red and it ain't right. We'll do what the law won't do to see the guilty through. Vigilantes in the shadows, that's where we ride. When the law can't see, we walk the other side. With a vengeance in our hearts and a fire in our eyes. Vigilantes in the shadows till the day they die. The wind it howls like a banshee's cry. Outlaws tremble when we pass by. Ain't no mercy, ain't no grace, just the justice of a hard-pressed place. Vigilantes in the shadows, that's where we ride. When the law can't see, we walk the other side. With a vengeance in our hearts and a fire in our eyes. Vigilantes in the shadows till the day they die. So when the town sleeps and the moon's running high, you'll hear the gallop of the horses stride. And if you're guilty, best be prepared, 'cause the Vigilance Committee will be there.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Vigilance Committee. This is not the drama channel, so moderators, we don't allow outside drama in the chat. Just want to make sure that that reminder's out there.
What's up, everybody?
Yes, I was just getting ready to announce you Patriot News Activism.
Hey, and I just figured out how to log in. I had to create a StreamYards account, but now I've got my YouTube synced up with my StreamYards account, and I've got this streaming. It should be streaming live on Patriot News Activism, which
Beautiful.
may be a bad thing if I can only do 2 live streams, because I got 2 big releases planned for tonight. 2 really big
Right.
releases. It may just be 1 now, but
Yeah, and it'll tack on to what we're doing here. So if everybody remembers the silent video that that Patriot News Activism did, and then he had an interview with the city prosecutor there. They weren't allowing him to get those public records. Why do I have an echo?
I'm sorry. I was pulling up the live stream on my phone so I could share it. And
So
yeah.
I'm going to present it and share it. So, oh,
No,
okay,
I'm
I
saying
got
I'm
you.
trying to share
On
the
your
link
channel.
out, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So I do want to recognize people in the chat. Of course, my favorite moderator, Stephanie Jenks, is in the chat. And I think right now she's the only moderator. So that's, that's okay. And then we've got Birdie in the chat, Richard Phillips. I've never seen Richard Phillips before, so welcome. And actually, that's on your channel too. Patriot News Activism is Richard Phillips is on your chat.
What's
So
up,
I can
Butcher?
see, yep, I can see everybody in both chats. Veterans Affairs Media, welcome, brother. I think you're going to like this video that we're getting ready to present. Just doing a little background on it first. That silent audit that he did, he tried to get public records from that silent audit, and they said that they require ID, and he was using a pseudo name at the time. So you guys can always go back to his channel and watch that. I'm just going to show the silent audit so you kind of have an idea of where he was, what he was doing, and the cops that showed up. And I'm only going to show a small part of this just so we have the right context before we get into the video that I and Utah Defender did. And of course, Matthew was involved in that one too. So, and he did all the editing for it as well. So, much appreciation to Patriot News Activism. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and present this silent audit before we get into the video that we're really is going to be showing. Let's see. So there's the silent audit. There we are. And then let me make it big and press play.
Is there a reason why we're recording the thing? Nothing still? Want to talk? Speak English? Español? No sé. Nothing? You can write? Okay. Can I give you a notebook to write?
So there's the context with the cop. There's a lot of background noise. So this is the cop that basically tried to get Matthew to talk. And then let's just
I
go ahead
wasn't doing
and
it.
yeah, no, he wasn't talking now. So I'm just fast forwarding it now to where the other officers show up. So you can't hear what they're saying.
Well, like I said, man, you're not doing any crimes or anything like that, so I'm not holding you here. If you don't want to talk to me, well, just walk away. Yeah?
Yeah, you're welcome to just walk away. You're also welcome to stay too, Matthew. So the other two officers are going into the bank to talk to the people that called because they did call on him. That's why these cops have shown up. We don't know what was said in the bank until or anything like that. We don't have their body cams, the 911 call at this point, nothing. Okay, so that's kind of the context. We recently received that information, and that's what we're getting ready to show now. So I don't think we need to see any more of that. If you want to see the full silent audit, just go to Patriot News Activism and you'll be able to see it on his channel. I want to recognize some other people in the chat. STD58, thanks for being here. Another moderator to help out. We don't want any outside drama in the channel. So if you see somebody that's talking about outside drama, just go ahead and time them out. That gives them a warning. And if they continue to bring in outside drama, then just 24-hour timeout. Okay. All right. Dave's channel's in here. Birdie, Daisy May, good to see you always. Dave's channel, welcome. Okay. Let's take this video down and let's show the real content of what we wanted to show today. Stephanie's calling me. Okay, I'm gonna mute my.
Yeah, that can't be good.
Yeah.
Hey, so while
Stephanie, I
he's
don't
on,
know why you were, Stephanie, I don't know why you were calling me, but you're welcome to call me back if it's something really important. But usually when I'm on live, nobody calls me. Looks like she might have left me a message. Let me see if I can. No, just a missed call. Stephanie, if you're still in the chat, can you Oh, yeah, yeah, there's no video up right now. Was there not a video up before? Because I'm pretty sure we shared the other video. Let me go ahead and present this next video, and you guys can confirm whether or not it's in here or not. Make it big. Can everybody see that?
I can.
Well, Dave's channel says yes, Cliff,
Actually,
no video. Nope, nope, nope.
yeah, no, I'm not seeing it on my phone, so you need to put that on the stage. And
I did.
interesting.
Yeah. So that's why Stephanie was calling. So I am sharing the video on my StreamYards, but it could be because we had it private.
Hey, I'm gonna come back there and try to troubleshoot you.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to turn off your mic, turn off your mic. There we go. Turn off your mic.
Oh.
Okay, let me just mute both of us in. There we go. No. It's still an echo here.
All right, here, I'm gonna
Okay, so can anybody see the video right now?
We have video, so we can see the video.
Okay. Let's play it then.
There we go.
So this is Utah Defender. I have the Vigilant Committee in front of me.
Can everyone hear it? Matthew, can you hear me? Okay, good. So the chat can hear me? 3 times the charm, Finkel, yes. Okay, perfect. Let's go ahead and play the video.
It's going to do a records request. They told us that they had to have an ID to pick up a records request, which is baloney. So we can't argue with them.
Pay no attention to the bald spot back there.
The handicap. Yep, it works. All right. Police records. We are here. Pick up the phone for service.
That's what my girlfriend said.
Set this down here.
Utah Defender's funny. Pick up the phone for service, and he says, that's what my girlfriend said. Finkel.
Hi, I'm here to pick up some public records. Yes. Well, I go by the Vigilante, but the name on it is Cliff Williams. All right, thanks. She said she'd be right up.
She's right there. I think she's the one there.
She said she'd be right up.
She's right there. I think she's the one there.
Okay.
Yeah, there she is.
Okay. I think I recognize you. You're Edie, right? Nice to meet you.
You have ID on you also?
So can I see your policy?
You needed to have ID.
Can I see your policy on that?
I don't have it right here. You can go over to our legal department and talk to our prosecuting attorney about it.
Oh, no, I don't want to do that.
So did everybody hear her say you can go over and talk to the city prosecutor about it? Did everybody hear that? So if you've been over to Patriot News Activism's channel, he had to go through the city prosecutor, and even then, he basically argued with him about, I'm not going to show ID. And then there's a recorded phone call from that city prosecutor. This city prosecutor, uh, I think he's in a pickle because, well, you'll find out here as we continue on.
But I will give you my ID under duress. It is a violation of my Fourth Amendment right. It is $40, right?
It is, yeah.
And do you want cash or credit? Anything but American Express.
Wow.
Well, that's what I was going to give you. All right, I got cash. This is also against my First Amendment right. I just want it on record. And it's also a violation of the 14th Amendment to the Constitution of the United States as well. So, but I've given you a valid government-issued identification card, which is all that's required by apparently your policy, which I haven't seen yet.
You sign there that you're picking it up.
Okay, I'll make my scribble.
That looks like what my chicken did this morning.
Also, do you
I didn't acknowledge it then, but that was pretty funny what Utah Defender said when he looked at my scribble there. My signature is not even legible anymore. So, and there's going to be a reason that I'm asking for additional public records here too, and I'll get into that. So far, do you have anything that you want to say, Patriot News Activism? Are you still on mute or no?
Yeah, I was. This may not be the right form for it, but yeah, I was just reading this cease and desist letter that Austin Good Citizen News.
Yeah,
and,
no, let's not
uh,
talk about that on this channel.
Yeah, I
That's
think it's
drama.
hilarious though.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have brought it up here. I got a brief little chuckle out of that, and it kind of had me distracted. Just
Okay.
you know. Hey, there I am. Yeah, so this y'all did a great job on, and I think that we talked about this earlier, Cliff, and Edie definitely seems like she is on the side of right, but she's being pressured into, and this is what we see all the time with corruption, with this trickle down corruption. It puts good people in tough positions.
Yeah, a little
where they have
context on
to-
that is that she is taking orders from that city prosecutor who's been trying to
Yeah.
stop us from getting these public records, and so she's just following orders, right? Um, and but then again, she could be following orders on purpose with a purpose because she said, "I don't have the policy in front of me right now," so I think she knows that they're violating policy. And we're going to get into that too because turns out the city of Layton does not have a policy on requiring ID, and I'll talk more about that in a little bit.
They probably don't even have a
for an
public.
ADA coordinator.
What's that?
I was going to say they probably don't even have a published public record policy, and that's the thing. In order to make these requests, these rules, there has to be prior notice. They have to have something so that they're not just changing the rules on a whim. There needs to be something, and that's generally what gives a city the ability to go past the standard amount of time that's allotted on a public record request is by having a prior written policy that's published in a place that is that the public can see. And so, y'all were in there. We've been into City Hall, and y'all were in the police department. There's no publicly posted policy. So even if they have one, which I highly doubt they do, I think that's something that they're going to quickly make up, just like the ADA coordinator
Yep.
that they
Yep.
just
Yep,
appointed.
and we're gonna get into that too. We do want to give a shout out to South Carolina Phoenix
Yes.
ADA because he's been working the back channels, emails, and he's been very helpful as far as uh, basically teaching them about the ADA through emails. So he's done a lot of work on the back end here, and certain questions that I ask here are questions that he wanted me to ask. So there's one, two, three, four of us all working together to try to get Layton City in line here. So just wanted
Yep.
to mention that. Here we go.
Coordinator?
Yeah, can you go over there and just film that?
Sure, absolutely.
See if they've got their ADA compliance. Yes, please. So we got this, and we've got the police reports. And there's 2 body cams on here.
There's nothing up there about ADA.
Nothing about ADA, okay. That's a violation of Title II, so we'll make a note of that. All right, now I would like to do another public records request.
That's a good question, Finkel. Looks like 4 of us have to. You see that question, Matthew? How many YouTubers? How many YouTubers does it take to get a public record?
Oh, exactly. One more.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Dave's channel said something here. Policies are wannabe laws that could never be accepted into law. Yeah. That makes. Yep. Tyrants beware. Thanks for being here. Just saw you.
And I can't write, so I'll need you to write it for me.
So what I'm doing right here is a verbal public records request. I got an email from the city recorder saying there's 2 ways you can make a public records request. You can go to our website, or you can see the attached, print it off, fill it out, and you can snail mail it or email it back. And as everyone knows that knows me, knows that I have a real hard time typing. I can type on my phone just fine, but I cannot type on the computer. It's very, very difficult. And even on my phone, I think a lot of people have noticed that I have typos in there unless I really take my time. And then I can't write at all anymore because of my tremors. So I am disabled. I'm a disabled veteran. So, but I don't want to use my veteran status. I just say I'm disabled because of the tremors. So here we go.
Yeah. You can call me Mr. Vigilante. That's what I go by.
4 corners, fist in the air. Good to see you, brother. I'm glad you're here. This is the main channel, not the drama channel. So glad you're here.
Do you know the case number or what it was?
No, I'm not asking for that.
Okay, what are you looking for?
All right, I am looking for federal money. How much federal money has been brought into the city of Layton since 2007? I also want the name.
City, not the police department, like the city?
The city.
The city.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check with the city recorder, that might be there.
Yeah, I mean, you take it to wherever you need to take it to, and then I'll pick it up here.
So Matthew was saying earlier, you sound like you're rude, Cliff. If people didn't know you and know that you're just direct with things, they would think you were weird, that you were being rude. So I hope I don't come off as rude. I'm just pretty direct in what I'm asking for. And I'm focused on what I need and what I need to say. So, um,
So federal money brought into the city from 2007.
Since 2007.
okay, so there's a reason that I asked that question. Whenever a city or any city, county, any public entity uh, is taking federal money, and then they
Federal.
are federal money, yeah. And if they're
Federal.
not, yep, and if they're not ADA compliant, it's fraud. So we're investigating Layton City right now, and they are failing our investigation. They don't know it yet, but they're about to find out. Um, oh, I see Kev Factor saying hi to me in your channel, Patriot News Activism.
Hey, Kev Factor, what's up, man? What's
Let's
up,
see.
all my homies?
Let's see. Let's read this one. It hurt my feelings when he said Stephanie was his favorite. Oh, I'm sorry, Finkel. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. Wingspan Angel, I see, is in your chat and saying hi to me. So that's pretty cool too, Matthew.
There you go. Hell
And
yeah.
it looks like somebody new just came in. Toby Stewart, when the government is $36 trillion in the hole, how are we expected to not be rude? Well, yeah, that makes sense too. Jenna Weeks is also in your channel saying hi, y'all. All right. Oh, there's South Carolina Phoenix. We've been shouting you out, brother. Uh, you're here finally. Glad you're here. I was just explaining to them why I asked for federal dollars in my verbal records request, how much federal money the city of Layton has taken in since 2007. I let them know that that was a question you wanted answered. So that is in the verbal records request that I'm doing right now in this video.
And then I would like the name of the ADA coordinator for the city of Layton and salary.
And before you panic, we also asked for the date of hire. Now, I already know you got that information. Um, and I'm going to go ahead and let people know the email that you sent me. You said the date of hire, I believe you said, Phoenix, was February 20th, 2025. So they just now made their human resources manager their ADA coordinator. How much training do you think she might have?
You can't have any. I mean, she's not certified. I'm sure there's
Yeah,
got to be a
yeah,
certification.
yeah. And they just hired her as the ADA coordinator. Phoenix found out. So
Isn't that just like the government? To wing it,
they,
to cut corners, and to do it on you, the taxpayer's dime.
yep. All right, here we go.
And then in addition to that, I would like the names, titles, and salary of every City of Layton employee.
You want to know the employment dates of the ADA
And the
coordinator.
employment dates of the ADA coordinator.
See, that was a good catch by Utah Defender right there. And I didn't thank him when we did this video. I'm thanking you now, Utah Defender. Thanks for reminding me that I should find out the date of hire for that. I'm drawing a blank now. ADA coordinator.
Yep.
Because every entity has to have one if they have over 50 employees, I believe it is. Internet God is in your chat, Matthew. Another guy wasting the government time. So wasting the government's time. Do we not pay taxes, Internet God? Don't we need to know where our money's going?
Of course,
Don't we
my
have a
channel
right to?
brings controls in.
Yeah, yeah. Don't we have a right to know where our money is going?
Hey, look, yeah, I'll touch on that. Hey, look, for the trolls out there, if you don't like, are the rights that we have, rights are like muscles. They got to be exercised or, you can easily lose them. If you don't like the freedoms that we have, if you don't like the rights that we have under the Constitution, if you hate the Constitution, look, North Korea, China, there's a lot of communist countries that would love to have you, and we would love to push you out there. If for anybody that just feels that way about cherishing our rights,
Look how
about
impassionate.
expecting.
Look how the passion of Patriot News activism is. He's on camera. I don't even think he realized he was on camera, but he's
I
standing up
didn't.
and he's talking and walking. It's like,
Well, hey, you have the template back there set to the video being full screen, so they can't see.
yeah.
You might want to change it back to where you can
Oh,
actually
that's
bring
right.
people on
Yeah.
stage.
There we go.
There we
Um,
go.
so I think we can see you now, right? Can everybody see Matthew?
Let's see. Yep, I
Yeah,
can see Matthew.
yeah, he's standing up. He's pretty passionate. So you can tell he
I,
believes in what he's saying.
yeah. I believe in the Constitution. I believe in our rights. I believe that if we don't take a stand for them today, we're not going to have them tomorrow. You slack off on anything. My fight has always been about my kids' generation because I see how things are going right now. How things are being threatened and are under attack. And if we don't take a hard stand for it now, then my kids, when they get old enough to actually, have a career and enjoy life like outside of being a child, there's I mean these rights are going to be diluted down to where they're basically non-existent.
Yeah.
So I mean it's that important. There is no
Yep.
wiggle room
Yep. All right. Let's move on. Get off that soapbox, Matthew.
there. I'm off of it. I'm off of it.
Do you know who the ADA coordinator is? Okay.
That's
I
because they
thought
don't
as
have
much.
one.
And then we have 10 business days to fill that records request, and then I can come and pick it up here.
We have to respond to you within 10 days, so I'm
Okay.
responding to you right now.
Oh,
I'm doing it right now.
Okay.
Did everybody hear what she just said?
Yeah.
Put it one in the chat if you could hear her. Put it two in the chat if you didn't.
So she
Uh,
just actually helped you out by doing that because now that took the time of having to wait for her to formally
Respond in 10
accept it.
days.
Exactly.
Yeah, so she's saying, I'm responding to you now. Well, I got an email from the city recorder saying, I understand you want to make a verbal public records request, but here's the two ways to do it. So I called and left a message, a voicemail for the human resources manager, actually, and the recorder, um, letting them know that I need to be able to do verbal records requests. They still haven't gotten back to me on that, so I don't, and I've asked them to go ahead and fulfill the verbal records request that I just did here with Edie. So I'm hoping that they're going to just go ahead and fulfill it. If they don't, then I think they're probably going to get a visit from some of us again over to the city recorder instead of the city police department here where Edie is. They might just get a visit from us and be on camera at that point as well. Clay Foundation 1A Press Brick Jonesy. Is this Brick Jonesy or is this a different account? I've never seen this laid out like this, so I'm not sure it's Brick Jonesy, but it's in parentheses saying it's Brick Jonesy. Welcome. Good to see you. Here we go.
So I will probably have to send it over to the city.
Yeah, no, I understand. And then I can still come back here to pick them up.
I'll ask them if that's what they would.
Yeah. That'd be more
Okay.
convenient for me since I know where this place is now.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I'll forward it to them and we'll get in touch with you.
All right. And you've got my email address, right?
Yeah, I've still got your email.
Okay, perfect.
I think one more time you should stress to her ID.
Oh, yeah. The identification is completely uncalled for. And I did do a public records request for that policy, right?
Sorry?
I did a public records request for the policy on public records.
I have your request for that.
Oh, I want to do another public records request for the policy on City of Layton for public records.
Policy on
Right. I want to know that it says that it's required for identification. I want to see that policy. Because if it's not in the policy, then, all right.
Can you tell what I was thinking when I kind of chuckled there?
Yeah, if it's not, if you don't record the government, it didn't happen. If it's not in the policy, it doesn't exist. I mean, it's common sense.
Yep. And I did get, when I first got the email back from the city recorder, her very last sentence was, "We do not require identification for public records."
Yeah, they
So
don't.
they're already trying to cover their rear ends on this thing. Is my thinking. But when we get the policy, we'll know when the policy was drafted too. So we'll find out. Here we go.
I think that's it. Again, I just want to emphasize for the record, having to give over ID for public records, which belongs to the public, which is us, private citizens. Identification should not be required because we have a right to our privacy, just like other private individuals that might be on a body cam. So I'm sure you probably blurred out some of their faces, didn't give their names because they're private. And they don't have to give ID either unless a crime's committed. So I just want to make sure that's perfectly clear. I did have a letter of intent to sue today because of it, but I'm not going to do that just yet. We're going to give the city a chance to change the policy if that is their policy. Make sense? Thank you, Edie. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, let's just walk up these stairs. Better than just doing the run around on that ramp. I can still walk good.
Well, again, this is the city of Layton. The tax dollars at work, except for these guys. Hi guys, how you doing? And
That was hilarious.
Twist I threw on there, yeah.
I noticed your editing was really good. You zoomed in on the guy waving, and he's saying, "Well, except for these guys, they're not really working; they're just waving at the camera."
And we got one more. We got one more that's about to come right now.
Yeah, I'm going to show it, but I wanted to. I had a train of thought here. There was something that oh, can anybody tell me what I forgot to do while I was in there with Edie? Anything at all that you think I should have done that I did not get done? Because there is something I forgot to do. Can anybody say what it was?
Somebody knows.
Yeah, somebody's got to know. So I gave her a verbal records request. She wrote everything down. What did I forget to do?
The video helps. The video helps to take the place of this, being that you didn't do it. Of course, it's a good thing to do.
Yep.
But yeah, I'll go ahead and answer that question. You should have gotten a date and time stamp and gotten her to sign right there, taking receipt. But she admitted on video that she was taking that.
Yep.
It was received right then. So,
and I think I think Jenna already had the answer. I was kind of waiting for somebody in the chat to come up with an answer, and she just did this as you were saying it. And then there was also STD 58. He said copy of request, time stamped and received. Yes. So that is something I forgot to do, guys. So not perfect.
But we'll touch on this. You know, this is another reason to always record the government. You know, always record your interactions, because if you do, you know, make a slip up mistake like that and don't get something time stamped, at least you have video proof of it being received and them admitting to receiving it. Always record the government. Always record the police.
Modern retro radio. I did get you, brother. This is like a. How about me? LOL. All right. Wingspan. She's saying I did great anyway, even though I made some mistakes. So she's always you know, telling me how good I am. Well, thank you, Brick Jonesy. He says, smash that like. I appreciate that. All right, so I'm gonna play the rest of this. You guys are gonna get a couple of laughs out of Utah Defender here. He's kind of hilarious.
And thanks for coming with me today, Utah Defender. I appreciate it.
Yeah. And that guy needs to get his winter clothes. Yeah.
Yeah, he's not really dressed for the weather out here in Utah. So that's it. We got what we needed. And we said what we needed. They put it on a stick.
Yes.
There
Heck
it
yeah.
is. I'm going to keep this receipt.
Absolutely. Now,
Okay.
so, you're, I don't know if your shirt may have been blocking it. Your
Yeah, I
shirt.
was just asking about it. He said, I
Oh,
don't think it did.
shit.
But it probably did, but
You know, lay
anyway.
these papers out and talk.
Oh, let me get my good buddy, Utah Defender.
I'm ready to go. I'm freezing my wing.
Yeah?
I think
So-
it's crawled up my humma.
So did they do anything interesting?
No, the lady was very cordial.
Yep.
He was very cordial. The one guy thought he was waiting for a show.
Yep.
The guy was sitting down.
Did you ask them about their public records policy?
Yes.
Yes.
She said she did not have that at the time. So
So
they
that
made a
means-
public records request
Yeah.
for it.
Which means, in other words, they don't have one and they're winging it as
Yep.
they go
Yep.
on their rules. And if
I
they
believe
don't
that.
have a
Or
published
there's
rule,
There's a second option. They're just too fucking lazy to go make a copy.
but more than likely they don't have published rules.
Yeah. And
That's
that's about ADA too. So
Yeah.
They're dead.
absolutely.
Well, they're not dead.
Well, no, they're dead meat. They've made themselves ripe for civil action. So.
So I probably would have been good going in there. They didn't give too much issue, but
That's what my
Well,
girlfriend said.
we wanted to make sure. So,
absolutely.
all right. So that's
Yeah.
it, folks. I'm going to go ahead and end this recording. And we'll
Can we do like
see
Porky
you.
Pig at the end of
on the flip
cartoons?
side.
Oh, okay.
Bingo bang. Yeah, I think we did a good job too.
Absolutely.
So everybody needs to be prepared because I did hand over those public records, the body cams, the 911 call, over to Patriot News Activism. So because they wouldn't give him the public records, that's how I got them.
I got one hell of a video put together on that with the 911 calls, with it switching from body cam to my cam, you know, lots and lots of action. I want to pose something to the audience though, real quickly, okay? So because I restream this and I think YouTube has a limit on 2 live streams a day, so I wanna, you know, throw this out there and see if maybe some people can vote. I've got 2 explosive videos that I want to release later this evening or a little later on today. One of them, of course, is the one with the public records with the 911 call and with the different body cams. The other one is a is a complaint with a ton of teeth that's been submitted to the Office of the Inspector General over in Washington, D.C. regarding several major issues. So
So before
if
you
you
vote,
want,
I want to interject something. Before you
okay,
guys vote on which one he should upload tonight, I do want to let you know that the public records that he got, those officers were not as they didn't do as good a job as he gave them credit for. So when they were in the bank, they made some certain statements there that were not good, and I think that's why the city prosecutor did not want to release those body cams in the 911 call either. So go ahead and vote now. Which one do you want to see tonight?
so if you want to see the one with the public records with the body cams with the 911 call, I want you to put a 1 in the chat. If you want to see the one about the complaint to the Office of the Inspector General that details out major flaws with the FBI and with Lafayette County, I want you to drop a 2 in the comment. Whichever one gets the most will be the one that I will send live at 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. So I'm going to let those in here kind of dictate which one of the 2 videos. And hey, if it lets me actually put both of them, I might, I may put both of them. I may put the other one, hour or 2 later. But I want to see what the chat says as far as what I should put live tonight at 7 o'clock.
So far, I see 2 votes for 1. That's the public records and showing the body cams of the officers in the bank. Those are both.
Anybody else?
Let's see. Both of those people are in your chat too. So.
Okay.
Uh,
Oh, Tyrants Beware said you can actually do 3 videos a day. Okay, that's good to know. You get 3 notifications per day. Okay, Stephanie. All right, that's great to know. So I've used up 1 right here. I got 2 more, and I got 2 explosive videos. So I'm gonna put 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock. I'm gonna put the one. 7 o'clock Central Time. I'm gonna put the one
which is 6 o'clock Mountain Time, which is your time zone.
Correct. 7 o'clock Central, 8 o'clock Eastern. I'll do the one with the public records from Layton with the body cams and the 911 call. And then an hour later, I'll set the other one to go. So yeah, do 7 and 8.
All right. So that's all we had for today. Be on the lookout for my drama channel. I think I've got some drama that I might be putting out on that channel.
I believe we have a troll in the comments.
Right there. Yeah. That's Vegas Vips.
No, and then Frauditors Beware, put a 0. I'm sure that's another one of the channels.
Yeah. We don't allow that
that's
outside
cool.
drama here.
Well, no, that's cool.
We're getting ready to end the stream anyway. I don't love them. So not on my channel. I don't love them. Not on this channel. If they want to come over to my drama channel, they're welcome over there, and they can say whatever they want.
Hey, they can feed me views all day long.
Over on my drama channel, I love that too, but not here. Anyway, so I thank everyone for being here. If you haven't already hit the like button, do so now. And be sure and leave a comment. I say this every stream. Be sure and leave a comment after the stream is ended, leaving your opinions in the comment section. I may or may not delete them from this channel, just depending on what the comment is. Freedom of speech does not exist in this house right here. So that's just the way it is on this channel. But anyway, do be sure and listen to the outro as well. And we will see you guys tonight over on Patriot News Activism's channel at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, which is 8 Eastern and 6 Mountain.
Make sure you tune in. And then an hour later, I'll put the other one. Both of them you're not going to want to miss. They're
All
good
right,
stuff.
here we go. Here comes the outro.
Well, the sun sets low on the dusty plain. Justice walks slow, but it ain't the same. The law can't reach and the sheriff's gone. So we take the reins and we right the wrong. The Vigilance Committee's here when the law ain't enough. We take it into our own hands where the road's getting rough. In the dead of the night, when the sky's turning blue, we make our stand, ain't no fear, we see it through. Outlaws hide in the hills so steep, but we track them down while the town's asleep. No badge on our chest, but we swore an oath. Justice and accountability, we want both. They call it the Vigilance Committee when the law ain't enough. We take it into our own hands where the road's getting rough. In the dead of the night, when the sky's turning blue, we make our stand, ain't no fear, we see it through. We ain't no angels, but we ain't the sin. When the law won't listen, that's when we begin. With a steady hand and a fire in our soul, we bring the justice, we pay the toll. They say it's a game that the brave must play, but the lines get blurry when the law won't sway. Ain't no judge, ain't no jury here, just the cold wind blowing and a voice you can hear. They call it the Vigilance Committee when the law ain't enough. We take it into our own hands where the road's getting rough. In the dead of the night, when the sky's turning blue, we make our stand, ain't no fear, we see it through. So when the law can't save you and you're all alone, just remember the Vigilance Committee, we'll be taking you home.